What if I told you that you could get back your most valuable, non-renewable resource? And no, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your time. Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea from the book Sovereign Intelligence that shows you how a new kind of AI can help you do exactly that.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This whole thing isn't about some flashy tech for its own sake. Nope, it's about a real, fundamental shift in how we live our lives, designed to give us back our time for what truly matters.
So maybe you're running your own business, right? And your inbox, it just feels like this never-ending tidal wave of admin tasks that's pulling you away from the work you actually love to do. Or hey, maybe you're a single parent and you know better than anyone that every single minute counts. That constant balancing act between your work life and your family life, it can feel totally overwhelming. And if you're an artist, a creator, does it ever feel like you're spending more time trying to promote your work than actually making it? All of these things, they're just symptoms of the very same problem. Okay, so here's the big idea, the real problem. A lot of our current productivity tools, they're actually part of the problem. They're passive. We have to constantly check them, manage them, feed them information. It creates all this extra administrative work about our actual work. And that just drains our time and, maybe more importantly, our focus. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Think of it like this. Our old tools, our calendars, our to-do apps, they're like a recipe book. All the information is in there, but you still have to do all the work. The new approach, what we're calling Agentic AI, is like having a skilled assistant right there with you. You just state the goal, and the assistant plans the steps, grabs the ingredients, and gets everything started. It's a huge shift from you serving the tool to the tool actually serving you. And that brings us to the solution, a proactive digital assistant. This is not just another smarter to-do list, okay? This is an AI that actually anticipates what you need, shields you from all those distractions, and actively works in the background to make your life easier.
So what does that actually mean, like in your day-to-day? Well, your agent might see you have a big report due and automatically block off focus time in your calendar for you. Or it could summarize a super long email chain into just 3 bullet points. It can even generate your top priorities for the day before you even open your laptop. The key word here is action. It doesn't just remind you, it does things for you.
And that is why this matters so much. This isn't just about being more productive in some kind of corporate buzzword sense. It's about achieving sovereignty over your time. It's about getting back those precious hours every week so you can be more present with your family, or finally start that creative project, or honestly, just rest and recharge.
All right, so we get the what and the why, but how do we actually do it? Well, the great thing is, the source gives us a really clear blueprint to build your own system. And you know what? It's a lot simpler than you probably think. And look, you absolutely do not need to be a tech wizard for this. The blueprint suggests a pretty simple, beginner-friendly set of tools. Just think of them as your ingredients. You've got something like Go High Level to be the main hub that automates everything. Then Blackbox AI lets you build these agents just by describing what you want in plain English. And other tools like 11 Labs or CapCut help you get the info in a way that just fits your life, like listening to a briefing on your commute instead of reading it. And here's the game plan to put it all together. It's a simple 5-step process. You start really simple. First, you just define what's most important to you. Then, you set up an AI to create a daily briefing based on those priorities. From there, you protect your deep work time, you automate just one small, repetitive task, and then you just take a look at how it went at the end of the week. It's all about small steps, not one giant leap.
Now, to make sure this doesn't feel overwhelming, the key is to start with one single, high-impact win. It's all about building that momentum with something that gives you a tangible result, fast. And that quick win is the daily briefing.
So, what is a daily sovereign briefing? Well, you can think of it as your own personal chief of staff. You create it by giving a simple, custom instruction to an AI. You just tell it your priorities, you give it access to your schedule, and it puts together a calm, focused plan for your day. It basically cuts through all the noise before the noise even has a chance to get to you.
And this image, this shows you the result. This is what it feels like. Instead of waking up and immediately getting hit with a chaotic inbox and a to-do list a mile long, you start your day with a clear, focused plan delivered right to you by your assistant. It's like a protective shield for your attention. So let's just zoom out for a second and remember the real payoff here. The goal isn't just to have a perfectly organized calendar. The real prize is that feeling of empowerment, of control, that comes from taking back your time. It's about you designing your days instead of just reacting to whatever they throw at you.
And you can start to feel this change in literally just 1 week. On day 1, your only job is to listen to your first automated daily briefing. That's it. By day 3, use your new system to protect just 1 block of time for deep, focused work. And by day 7, just look back and find one specific way this whole system saved you some time. It's these small, consistent wins that create massive change over time.
You know, there's this quote from the source that just perfectly wraps this whole idea up. The goal is sovereignty of your time, so you can be more present with family, with your creative work, whatever. You stay the architect. The AI is the builder. This isn't about AI taking over. It's about you being the visionary. The AI is just the tool that handles the grunt work, so you're free to focus on what only a human can do.
So I want to leave you with a question to really think about. If this system could give you back 5 hours every single week, what would you do with that time? Who would you spend it with? What project would you finally start? What would you do just for you? Thinking about those possibilities, well, that's what this is all about.
All right, that's it for this one. But seriously, the power to redesign your day, it's right there for the taking. Join us next time as we explore how these same exact principles can turn AI into your own personal tutor and even a creative muse. We'll see you then.